while we're all in quarantine now, why don't we try to find a way to cook with foods that help protect our bodies? And so, with the whole Korean inspiration, I want to try to make a type of taco that uses well, we would say some herbs, but a lot of vegetables you can get, and especially in the Korean market, especially here in Los Angeles, how we have a lot of different ethnic foods and also different ethnic supermarkets. So, what I'm going to show you is stuff that you can definitely find in Koreatown here in Los Angeles in any one of the Korean supermarkets. So, without further ado, let's check out the ingredients. Here's one of the stars of the show here. It's called platycodon, or actually in Chinese medicine it's called Jie Geng, but it can be found frozen or even fresh, or sometimes even prepared, stir-fried in the Korean market. So you can see its type of root here. It looks a lot like maybe peeled potatoes, and actually has a similar compound or a consistency to that, but I would say it has a little bit less potato flavor, a little bit more of a bitter flavor. And it has that because it has a lot of really good compounds in it that are anti-inflammatory. It helps to reduce allergic reactions in our body. And it's also been shown to be antitussive, so that means it helps to stop coughs. The next star of the show, which is often combined with Jie Geng to stop coughs in Eastern medicine, usually boiled into a decoction that is given to patients to drink. This is called suye in Eastern medicine. It is also an mild antipyretic, so it can help to reduce fever a little bit. Also has been shown in laboratory studies to have a good antibiotic effect. And also it promotes bronchodilation and relieves bronchospasm. So that means it helps you to breathe better. Okay, so these are functions that we definitely want to have with our foods. Koreans tend to like to eat all kinds of peppers, so I got some there in the Korean supermarket. So peppers, all kinds of peppers have certain compounds that help not only to reduce inflammation, they help to fight against cancer, and they also help to fight against pain. That's why chili pepper extract is used in a lot of pain relieving like creams and stuff that's sold on the market. So why not just eat it? They taste great. You can find some mild ones. Koreans at the Korean market, they'll have a variety of like spicy peppers and not so spicy. Garlic is really important because a lot of these compounds get absorbed into our bloodstream quickly, and this is one of the reasons why we have garlic breath. It's not just because of the residue that's in our mouth after we eat it. It actually is circulating through our blood, and then as we breathe, basically once the blood passes through our lungs, we breathe it out. We breathe these compounds out, and they can be smelled. So this is a way police do breathalyzer tests as well, because alcohol also has that same kind of action in our body when it's pretty rapidly put into our bloodstream. But going back to garlic here, so you want to think about the compounds in garlic have been shown to be so strong that it can be considered a adjunct treatment to pneumonia, in critical cases of pneumonia in particular, and it may help clear bacteria out of the lungs. All right, and when you combine this with onions in particular, it really strongly fights against different types of cancer, but I believe breast cancer in particular. So there's so many good things about this, so many anti-inflammatory compounds. There's a lot of great stuff in this recipe. So just mentioned onions with the garlic and helping fight against different cancers in the body. So here they are, some green onions. Just really good, just in general. I mean, this isn't necessarily medicinal, not considered a herb or herbal medicine, but tastes great. Also helps, like I just said, how it really helps protect your body against different types of cancers, but also helps your body in a mild way protect against infection. So I just turned on the range, put a little bit, about a tablespoon of oil at the bottom of my my pan here. Gonna put some garlic. You can cook, however, if you want to do water saute is fine. If you want to blanch the the Jie Geng or the platycodon. You can blanch it, and what I'm going to do is basically that, where it's already kind of fresh right now. So I'm going to put the garlic in, and once that gets warmed up, then I'm going to toss it all in together with the chilies, the green onion, and the Jie Geng. Okay, so I just put these in. It's been about like 2 minutes, maybe 2.5 minutes. I think it's already pretty warm, so I'm going to toss everything in together. So just to show you that this recipe will take, maybe 10 minutes total. All right, so we're going to toss the Jie Geng in here. And let's go ahead and get the chilies, green onions. All right, just start mixing it up. Okay, so I've just been tossing this around for about 30 seconds, almost a minute now. Maybe about 45 seconds, I guess. So this is how it's gonna look. And at least personally, I want to add just a splash of soy sauce. You can add tamari or whatever you want, or even just a sprinkle of salt. I personally just like a little bit of soy sauce. So it's probably about a teaspoon worth. Okay, I'm just gonna continue mixing it. So I just stirred it around until the Jie Geng, so the white things here, it absorbs some of the soy sauce flavor. So that really minimized some of the bitterness because this has some really strong compounds that help our body. Usually you can associate that with bitter flavor, right? So this is a little bit bitter, and because we heated it up and added a little bit of all these other seasonings and a little bit of that soy sauce, it's now absorbed a lot of the flavors of its buddies here, and it's minimized some of that stronger bitterness. So it's going to be more pleasing to eat. All right, so this is how it's going to work. So we got our perilla leaf back, right? So here it is. And then we have our cooked Jie Geng, and the way it's done in Korea, or at least quite often done, is samchusam. So what it means is basically like a Korean taco where they use leaves as the taco shell. So you can put your Jie Geng right into your perilla leaf here. And you want to make sure you get some pepper and garlic and stuff. Okay, put this down here. So we'll show you this. So it's just like that. Again, you can add. Sometimes they often have their own chili paste or even some miso paste that they add to it. And you just make this little taco wrap. It tastes great. So the leaf has a unique flavor itself. I don't know how you would describe it. I don't know if minty is the best way, but definitely not bitter. So it really complements and kind of brings everything together with and really decreases the bitterness of the Jie Geng. All right. So hope you try it. Let me know what you think.